Let's read the question. The probability of a person having an allergy to a particular nut is 0.1. A test is available to see if the person has the allergy. In 80% of the cases where the person has the allergy, the test gives a positive result. If the patient does not have the allergy, there is a 0.05 probability of getting a positive result. A. Complete the tree diagram. We have already had on the diagram that there is a 0.1 chance they have the allergy. That matches the information on the first line. Every pair of branches on a tree diagram must total 1. So the probability in this box here has to be 0.9. On the second branch, we have 0.8. That matches the information on the second line, which says in 80% of cases, and 80% is equivalent to 0.8, where the person has the allergy, they give a positive result. As each pair of branches must total 1, we know that this one has to equal 0.2. The final pair of branches are totally blank, so we need to use the information from the third line. If the patient does not have the allergy, then there is a 0.05 chance of getting a positive result. And therefore, because each pair of branches must total 1, this on the bottom must be 0.95. To complete the totals on the right-hand side, we need to use our rules of tree diagrams. As we go along each branch, we multiply. So they have this value here of 0.08 by doing 0.1 times 0.8. So to get the next box, I am going to say I have the allergy, but I get a negative result. 0.1 times 0.2. So the answer is 0.02. For the next box, I am going to say that I do not have the allergy, but I get a positive result. And that is going to be 0.9 times 0.05. I can't do that one in my head, so I'm going to use my calculator to give me 0.045. And the final box is that I do not have the allergy and I get a negative result. So 0.9 times 0.95. And again, I'm going to do that on my calculator, 0.855. In your test, you were awarded 1 mark for each of those empty boxes. So you were awarded 1 mark for the 0.9. You were awarded 1 mark for the 0.2. 1 mark for the 0.05. 1 mark for the 0.95. And then 1 mark for 0.02. 0.045 and 0.855. So there were a lot more marks available on that Google form KLT. Part B. Given that Moolah receives a positive result, work out the probability that Moolah has the allergy. The big word in this is given. That means it's a fraction. Given that they have a positive result. There are 2 ways I could have a positive result. I could have the allergy and have a positive result, so this top probability here. Or I could not have the allergy and get a false positive result, which is this third probability here. Those are all the different ways I could get a positive result. So they are the denominator of my fraction. 0.08 add 0.045. Work out the probability that Mullah has the allergy. Out of those two options, the only one where he actually has the allergy is the top one. So that's going to be my numerator. Mathematically, I can't have decimals on a fraction. So I'm going to have to use division to do 0.08 divided by, and then the sum on the bottom of 0.08 add 0.045. That gives me a probability of 0.64. Part C. 5 people are selected at random. X is the number of these people who have the allergy. What is the name of the probability distribution that is suitable for model X? Of the 3 distributions that we know, we need to think about which one has a set number of people or a set number of trials, which we will call N, and which one looks at 2 possibilities, the people who do and don't have the allergy, so success and failure. All this evidence points towards this being the binomial distribution. Write down the properties needed in context for this distribution to be suitable. Really, I've already started to do that on the right hand side. N is 5. That is our set number of trials. We have success and failure, which is having the allergy or not having the allergy. And the probability of success must be constant. That means the probability of a person having the allergy cannot be dependent. So P for this question is 0.1. This writing here is the answer for part 2. Part 3. Work out the probability that of these 5 people, there will be exactly 3 people who have the allergy. When working out a binomial distribution, we need to first of all identify the 4 variables: N, R, P and Q. We've already identified that N is 5 and P is 0.1. I can also therefore quickly identify that Q is 0.9. R is the number in question and we are being asked for exactly 3 people. So for this question, R is 3. I then substitute these values into my formula. 5 choose 3 times 0.1 to the 3 times 0.9 to the 2. That's my binomial formula, NCR times P to the R times Q to the N minus R. I put all of that information into my calculator as one sum, and that gives me the probability 0.0081.